Greetings. Just chilling in a tree. Loud birds. You're gonna have to deal with it. If anyone's ever watching. So trusting divine guidance even when it makes no logical sense. Because let's just say in this society that we're in, for the most part, we're taught to heavily rely on our logical mind, our logical framework, our beliefs, conditioning, programming. We're taught to rely on that so heavily, and it keeps us in modes of fear, like we're taught that we've got to have measures in place to make sure that we're worthy, I guess, right? Now, I understand in this world we need to take care of ourselves. We need money, right? We need somewhere to sleep, food to eat. These things need to be taken care of. I'm not saying they don't. But we're running on, a lot of the times we're running on fear that things aren't going to work out. And this is from programming. This is from certain beliefs that have stemmed in us that they keep us in these cycles, because it's modes of fear to keep us in these cycles. So what I'm talking about, like trusting divine guidance, is that when you start to see that you're a divine soul, and that you're not just this sense of self that you've built up, right? You're not this, Lucas, that this has a job here and does this, and you're not just this person. Like, you're so much more than that. Like, your soul, when you start to really go within yourself and see that you're not just this programming, these false beliefs and these modes of fear, that's not you. Like, you're so much more than that. When you start to see that, you start to trust more in that than your logical framework and your beliefs of the world, and those things start to fall away. And I'll say that that's uncomfortable, because when we believe ourselves to be these things, this conditioning and programming and these beliefs we have, when we believe that to be us and our experience, like, we identify with it, so we think it's us. And when we stop identifying with those things and they have to fall away, it can hurt, because we've identified ourselves with it. So I've gone off track again, but so trusting divine guidance even when it makes no logical sense. So the path of following your truth and following what you're truly passionate about and your soul desires, following that it's not a mental construct. It's not like, yes, you can have visualizations and thoughts of what you truly want and where you want to go, but really, when you're just following your heart and not overly constructing something, within your mind, you're just allowing life to guide you to where you need to go, because you know that you're here for a reason. You've got a soul purpose. Like, things are going to play out how they're meant to play out, and then you can live from your heart space, and you don't have to live in fear of, if this is going to work out, I've got to do this, and oh no, I'm not going to have a job, I don't like. And that's what it is, because I'm at a stage in my life where things are falling away, and I don't have those things to I don't have certain things to keep me in a comfortable position, right? Where, like I'm leaving things behind that may have been some sort of support, but people around me people have said to me, keep these things, because they're there for you to, it's a good thing to have these, let's say a job. If you're making money from that job, that's a support, right? But if it's not in my heart to work there anymore, but logically I should be working there because it's a source of income and it's a good job, but my heart's telling me putting my energy lies somewhere else, right? And I can feel that in my heart. I feel that's true. I feel that my passion lies elsewhere. My energy lies elsewhere. But logically, it's the right thing, I feel, to keep that job. Or, but learning to trust your truth, your inner guidance, rather than just what your mind's saying. And it's like, this is like such it's an uncomfortable path. It's uncomfortable because you're going against what you've learned, everything that you've learned in your mind and through programming, you're going against that, and you're going against so many people around you. But just that trust, just being able to have that trust of I'm backed up in this, I've got this, and I'm being guided. It's so much of my life I never felt this. I never felt a purpose or a passion. But now that I'm able to slowly quiet the mind and take away false beliefs and conditioning and programming of what I should be, it made room for what I'm here for, what I'm meant to do. And it comes natural. It's not something that I've got to necessarily construct. That doesn't mean that we don't work things out and do things, right? It's just more of just following my heart and letting that guide me. And this isn't some pipe dream of, it's like following my truth. And I know that I'm supported in that because I know that I have a purpose, and I know that I'm here for something more than just working under someone, and living in modes of fear of not having enough money and all these things. I don't want to live in that, and I'm not here to live in that. I'm here to break cycles of that, and live life truly in my purpose. So appreciate anyone for watching. You have my love, you have my gratitude. Get out in nature, get in a tree, kick back, enjoy the quiet. Alright, thanks, cheers.